All right, hey everybody. Oh, probably talking to the microphone, huh? I don't think I need this. We're just gonna get started here in a few minutes. So yeah, just hang tight, and we'll jump into it. I got all my cables and stuff. If you can hear me and it sounds right, if you could just post in the comments below, that'd be great. I have my dishwasher going, so that might be in the way. Might be noisy. We'll see. Just want to make sure this audio works. Just give me a sec. Sweet. Looks like it's working. So that's exciting. All right, we'll give it another 2 minutes before we get into the thick of it. Just trying to organize my life here. Where do I see comments? There we go. Cool, I can show comments. That's exciting. Yeah, so if y'all have questions, please post in the comments if you can hear me. It'd be great to know that. We're going to get started today. We're going to talk about getting started with real estate, 14 days on lockdown. So I assume wherever you're watching this, we are live. It is, what's the date today? March 24th, Tuesday. Really Tuesday already? It's Tuesday, March 24th. So we are actually up in Canada. So we're not on full lockdown, but we're on lockish down-ish. But I wanted to jump on every day with y'all and kind of share with you how we do business up here down in the US, but we're up in Canada. So just kind of show you how we work long distance and not even in the same country, because that's very helpful, especially in this moment in history right now where we're kind of all on lockdown. We can still be doing real estate. So it's pretty cool that we can still be doing real estate from our homes, even in this turbulent times. I'm just noticing my crazy hair here. What a crazy hairdo this guy has. It's not even put together. He's wearing a Costco sweater and got a crazy hair. It's actually a Costco t-shirt as well. Not that you care about that. But yeah, so let's get started. I got my iPad here with some just kind of directions. Today, I just wanted to give you kind of a welcome to the 14 days to real estate investing to wholesaling spiel. I'm excited to be doing this with you. We're going to take the next 14 days and I'm basically going to outline our steps to wholesaling, to finding deals. I'm going to walk you through each one of our processes, our steps. I can even share with you kind of where we're at, what we're doing. I have this, if I share this screen, I'm going to create a vortex loop. Give me 1 sec here. I'll have to share this other screen. Let's drag this over here. It's not working. 1 sec. Of course. Okay, here we go. Share screen. This screen. Okay, so there we go. You can see that. Perfect. Yeah, so this is, I'll just be walking you through this blueprint here we've got. Oh dear. Happy to share this with you as well. If you want to have a copy of it, there's a handout walkthrough. We're just going to be going through the stats, and tomorrow we'll start on step 1. The next day, step 2, step 3. You get the gist. There's 13 steps, so we'll be going deep into each step every day. And I'll do a Q&A as well. If there's questions, you can definitely put those in the comments below. And I would love to answer those. You can even post your questions here. I think it should go into the comment section. Look at that. I can make that pop up. Fancy. Cool. Let me get rid of this thing here. There we go. Cool. So yeah, so today, why are we doing this? We obviously we want to teach you real estate. That's the whole reason we exist as a platform, as a company as well. We teach people real estate and we do buy real estate as well. So on this day one, I just want to get you started, kind of get you informed of just the whole process, the weeks, and why we're doing this. So, I mean, to start it out, I kind of already mentioned this, but we're kind of in weird times right now, turbulent, troubled times, where things seem uncertain. The stock market is definitely fluctuating. We're kind of seeing some things bounce around, and real estate is kind of one of the most tangible and safest investments long term, because it is actually tied to a property. So, we want to just teach you how to get started with that, how to do real estate. Maybe you've already done real estate. Maybe you've never done real estate before in your life. That's okay. I'm fairly confident if you've never done it, this will be extremely helpful for you. And if you are a seasoned investor and you've done lots of deals, there'll be some things that you learn, especially later on, which, sweet. Can I? Oh, perfect. Yeah. Like down here, when we talk about getting our lists and the numbers we use and pulling that lists and texting as well, there'll be some things there that you may not have known about that might be helpful for you. We have a program that it's a very high-end program. It's not for everyone. I'll mention it on these calls. It's not going to be a hard sell or anything. I'm not going to ask you for any money, nothing like that. But I will mention it. But in that, we have a couple students who last week said to me, "This isn't a real estate program. This is a tech program. This is all about technology." And it's funny because it is obviously a real estate program, but it is heavily technology based. And because we're virtual and we do stuff from home, a lot of it is technology based. So we're using the internet to find county data, calling counties to get data before everybody else gets it. So there's lots of software out there that pull data. There's lots of things that you can pay monthly subscriptions for, and that can be good. Sorry about that. My stick's going crazy. Stuff you can pay subscriptions for, but we only actually use one main subscription for that sort of thing, and the rest we kind of do manually. And so we're able to get the data before a lot of it goes to those subscription services. So we'll talk about that we might talk about that. Maybe I'll keep it a secret. I'll share how we do it. I'll talk about where we get it. But anyway, so that's kind of where, we're doing this to teach you. Hopefully you learn something. I know you will if you stick around for 14 days. And also, I want to answer any questions you have about, it could be about tax liens and deeds. I know this is streaming to our tax lien and deed site. It will also be up on our YouTube page, which we've kind of taught more tax lien and deed-ish stuff. Hey, COVID-19 is bad. This is great. That's awesome. There is a link. There should be a link in the Facebook description. If you click it, you can allow StreamYard to give you permissions, and then I can see who's saying this, and your picture will pop up. I mean, if you're a super private person, then I understand if you don't want to do that, but I could show your face and show your Facebook profile and your name on here. You could be famous. And it also just helps build community. And so I know who I'm talking to, but hello, yes, COVID-19 seems to be bad. I could go on a rant about that, but I'm not going to. That's not the purpose of this. But very quickly, every day, like 150,000 people died and have been dying for many years. So it's bad, but perspective is also good to have as well. Hopefully that doesn't alienate some people from learning about real estate. Okay, so just talked about that. We talked about just why we're doing this. So we're going to do a Q&A every day. So even if you have questions, just start posting them in. And I'll share my screen like this when going through all these different things that we have here. So we're talking about wholesaling. That's kind of the avenue that we're doing a lot of right now. Some people call it flipping. I just watched a video. There are being bills passed in the U.S. about wholesaling, and they're trying to make it illegal. It's not yet, and it probably won't ever be illegal fully, but they're trying to just protect the homeowners. And so eventually someday you might need to get a real estate agent license. And this is speculation. This isn't fact. This is just what I've been kind of learning about. Down the road, you might need to get your real estate license to assign contracts, which is kind of what we do. But right now it's okay. The big states for that's the problem is, like, I think Oklahoma just passed a bill to the Senate. It's going to Senate. It just got passed in the one below that. Forgive me, I'm not like a crazy smart politics guy. You probably tell that by the way I dress. Politics isn't my main gig. But anyway, so wholesaling is something that might be changing fast in the future. But for now, it's good. I guess one thing I will say with all of this, there's a lot of crappy people out there that are doing this that aren't thinking about the homeowner. They're not worried about people's homes. They're just trying to make a buck. And yes, we're trying to make a buck too. I'm sure you're trying to make a buck, especially in this troubled times. But we want to be ethical about it, and we want to keep people's kind of future in mind, and we want to help them the best we can. And we don't want to do it unethically. We want to be very ethical in our practices, moral, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's just important that I say that up front. We're always going to teach you how to do things the right way and not try to scam people or be shady or greasy in your deals. So I think that's just important for me to say as well. So if you have any questions off the top, put them in the comments below. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, you can put them in the YouTube comments. But just real quick on some numbers. We use the word wholesaling. It can also be flipping, assigning contracts, kind of all the same thing. We were doing a lot of rehabs the past few years, got just owned on a lot of them, just destroyed. We made some good money, but we also just got murdered on some of them. So unless you're really good at rehabs and you can be there physically, I would say stay away from them. If you're just hopping on, we're up in Canada doing this in the States. So it's really hard for us to manage those from a distance. It's we got pwned, as the young kids would say, destroyed on some of our deals. So we're not going to talk too much about about rehabs. That's just not the point of this. But just some quick stats for you on it. Look at this. I can make this. Oh, look at this. That's nice. You can see my face. Hi. So, right here you can see average cost per deal. So we're probably going to be spending $1,500 to $5,000 on deals. Now there is ways to do it for free. We spend money on stuff. So look at the government instead of my home. I'm making my money for the redogs. Sure. So we spend around this much per deal to get a deal. Now hopefully we make 3 to 5 times ROI. That's our goal. The average net profit per deal, anywhere from 5 to 10 to 30K. We've made upwards of 40K a deal. That is more rare. It also depends on your market. The higher priced homes are in your marketplace, the more money you can make on a deal. The lower priced the homes are in your market, the lower you make a deal. So where we are in Ohio, average median home price, I think it's like 150. So we're kind of settling into that 5 to 15 to 20K and then 30K on the high end. So in the average stats here, average leads per deal. So we get 30 to 50 leads coming in. So 30 to 50 people who are qualified, motivated sellers. So 30 to 50 of those in, then the chance is probably going to get one deal out of that. And then postcards, we send postcards as well. So average postcard send is 5,000 per deal. So 40 cents a card, 2,200 for sending. Average response rate is 0.5%. I might as well just show you. I'll show you what we're that's the wrong one. I'll show you what we're using here. Sorry, I'm just trying. So we use a system called Beast Mode. I can give you the link for that if you want it. But let's see here. We show you our marketing stats. This is all live. This isn't made up. So this is our most recent marketing campaign. So we've sent blind postcards, and I'll talk about this more once we get to that step, but we sent postcards that are very vague, like, hey, we got a message about your property. And then people are like, what's going on? And it's a little intense. And then these ones were a little less intense. Sorry. So this is the most recent send we've done. So so our response rate on this one is 0.327%. So we spent 6,000 on it. Sent out 17,000 postcards and got 56 calls in so far. So I'll just compare that to you, for you, about with this one. So this one we sent 16,000. We have almost a 3% response rate. So that one, so this was a blind postcard. And then one of these is like really high. I think this one was like 6%. Yeah. So this one we spent 19,000. We got a 6% response rate. So, yeah. So that's just some numbers that you can. So average is 0.5. That's kind of what you can expect on like a postcard that says, "Hey, you looking to sell your house? I'm looking to buy it. Let's do this." Those higher response rates are because we send out postcards that we call blind postcards. Well, someone else called them blind postcards. That's what I'm telling you that I'm calling it because they called it. So, yeah. So then those are kind of the average stats that will be seen for what we're doing. Okay, that's and we'll talk more about that down the road. So, yeah, I don't really know. I think that's kind of all I wanted to cover today. Tomorrow we'll dive into kind of step one, and we'll go over tomorrow's choosing your market. So the next video in this series will be choosing your market, and we'll talk about that tomorrow when we go live. We'll go live at the same time, 10 a.m. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. I'll keep this open for a bit. And then if you're watching after the fact, you can always type in the comments in the group and tag me. We also have a video where we talk more about all these steps and how we use them, and we can share that with you. You're welcome to check that out. The link is in the description above. It's just dustinhahn.net/start. And we can get you, there's a 20-minute video that you can watch for free that'll walk you through kind of what we're going to go through just more in depth. So if you're just jumping on, if you have any questions about real estate or tax liens and deeds or wholesaling, happy to, yeah, awesome. Yeah. Thanks. Yashdar. I'll call you Yash. That's okay. Maybe you don't like that. I'm Corey. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for hopping on. Yeah. So if you have any questions, post them. Tomorrow we'll talk about step one, choosing your market. The replay for this will be in the group. You'll be able to see it. And it's also going to go up on our YouTube page. It's just Dustin Hahn. I don't know if you guys know Dustin, but he's in a lot of the videos that we do together. It's actually Josh behind me right there. See him? He's on a team meeting with our team, talking about properties. I think that where we're at, they're not on full lockdown, but I think if you shouldn't go outside. So it's going to make it interesting going to see properties. So what we're doing with flipping and assigning contracts, wholesaling, we need to see the property before we get the contract, and then we can market it to our buyers. So without being able to go and see it, it's going to be tricky, but we are finding solutions for that. Hey, Ernestine, hello from Kansas. Yeah, hello from Canada. It's like the northern Kansas. I don't think that's true. I've actually never been to Kansas. I am starting to get into hunting, and that's another topic for another time. But I don't really know what the terrain of Kansas is. I don't even know where Kansas. I mean, like I know it's in America. I'm going to guess it's Central America, not like Central America, but central in the United States. We're just rambling now, but hello, thanks for jumping on. We're kind of at the tail end of the call today, but we'll hop on tomorrow at the same time, and we'll talk about choosing your market. So if you're starting to invest, if you're a new investor, or if you've been investing for a while and you're looking to invest virtually from home, or do virtual wholesaling or virtual flipping, then it's important to have a market to invest in. Now, obviously, the one that would make the most sense would be in the market you're living in. But if you're in a small town, maybe that's not the best place to do it, or maybe there's not enough properties. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe if it's a small market and there's not a lot of competition there, then that could be a great place for you to start. So tomorrow we're going to go over what to look for, some key things that you need access to in order to get the data that you need. And then throughout these next 14 days, we'll talk about ways to use that data to talk to homeowners and sellers, and I'll share some stuff with you that will be important. So I'm actually going to pop the link to, I've got the free download. This shareable link. Anyone can view. Perfect. So this this thing that I have here with all these, there's a link. I wonder if I post this here. If that will. Let me just check. If someone can check that and see if it works for them, that would be great. I'll post the link. Here's that link to the drive, to the files. Boom. Oh, that's me. Look at that. So there, I posted that link in the Tax and Deed Investors group as well. So you'll have that. And yeah, so like I said, there's a bit.ly there, bit.ly.com 14-day wholesaling strategy. So if you click that, you can sign up to get a video where we talk about kind of all this even in more detail. So that's there. And just heads up, we do have a program called Next Level Real Estate. It's a really high-end program. Not for everybody, but if you have been investing for a while and you want to take it to the next level, scale up your business, get consistent deals every month, then I'm gonna check out. But we'll end that there, and let's jump on tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we will we'll see you there, and we'll talk about step 1, which is how to pick your property. See right here, choosing your market, right there. See that? So we're gonna talk about tomorrow. All right, thanks for hopping on, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning in the AM. Put your questions below if you got them. See you soon. Peace. Oh, we're still alive. My bad. I'm gonna end this broadcast. There we go. See you guys.